When my migraine attack begins, I start feeling more neck pain and shoulder pain.
There'll be really bad pain behind one of my eyes and I'm nauseous.
My head will be more sensitive to touch.
Feeling like a vice was squeezing your head.
I would start having issues speaking.
Just in unimaginable pain.
Migraine is more than just a headache.
It affects every aspect of my life.
I like to travel. I'm passionate about reading. I love going for walks with my dog. And I love spending time with my friends and family.
I really like sports, and baseball is my favorite sport. I really love going to concerts. Definitely kind of a pop culture fanatic too.
My name is Marta. I live with migraine disease.
My name is Shelby, and I live with migraine disease.
The first time I got diagnosed officially with migraine was when my family immigrated to Canada at the age of 15.
I first started experiencing migraine attacks when I was about in grade 2 or 3. I just thought it was part of me and just something that I would have to kind of keep living with.
1 in 7 people in the world, which is more than 1 billion, have migraine disease. Migraine is a brain disorder that presents differently in different people, but the most common feature that we think of with migraine is the headache. But a number of other things also come with migraine, so sensitivities to the environment, like to light, sound, smell. Historically, headache hasn't been something that's necessarily as studied or as recognized. There's been stigma around people who have headache just complaining about having headache because it's not something you can see. It's an invisible disorder, but it can be extremely disabling.
It's still very hard to understand what a migraine feels like unless you experience it. Most people are like, oh, you just have a headache. Take something or just drink more water and you'll be fine. There can be times where I'll have a migraine and maybe it'll last 3 to 6 hours. And there have been other times, probably last month, where I had a migraine for 10 days straight.
My first initial reaction when I heard that I have migraine was anger. That I have this disease, that I suffer from headaches, that I have this weakness. I always had this fear about another migraine attack coming up. I wanted to be normal and I wanted to be with my friends.
Do I need to prepare myself to not have a migraine attack because I have something coming up? Or am I allowed to have a migraine attack by participating in a certain social event that may actually cause it? That can be very frustrating for me.
When I turned 30, I started to have a lot of rebound headaches, so I was in non-stop pain. Stopping work was the hardest decision that I had to make. And when I went on sick leave, I was counting days. I was waiting for a cure, I was waiting for a miracle. I felt very, very lost.
Historically, migraine treatments were borrowed from other areas because we didn't understand why people had migraine. And so the two kinds of treatments, the acute treatments, what do you take when you have an attack, and the prevention ones, how do you keep them from being so bad in the first place, were mostly things that were for other conditions. But taking many of the medications that are short-acting to treat those headache attacks can lead to medication overuse or rebound headache, and it can make the headache problem get worse. So CGRP treatments are the newest family of migraine treatments. They're really exciting because they're the first treatment that's actually migraine targeted. It's really important for patients with migraine to be able to try multiple kinds of treatments because we don't have a way of predicting what type of treatment a given person will respond to.
My fears about treatment moving forward is it just starting to become ineffective. How's it going to affect my migraines even in 10 years from now?
When my neurologist suggested the CGRP medications, I was all for it. And in my case, it did work. My migraine attacks right now are episodic, but what changed for me is that I am not afraid of them and I'm not angry anymore. Right now, at the age of 47, I'm trying to relearn who I am and what do I like.
Now being 30, definitely see a change in just life with everyone kind of getting engaged, married, or starting to have kids. How is migraine going to affect my future when I decide to have kids and a family? So the future is very unknown, which definitely scares me. I hope more people learn about how debilitating migraines truly can be, because it is definitely not something that people should have to hide or push through in life.
I'm looking forward to enjoy life and not to hide behind this mask of someone who's pretending to be someone else anymore, just to be me, person living with migraine disease.